If I could go back to the day we met, I would probably do it all over again. And I would choose not to be your friend. When you ask me, I'll just say I got a man. It wouldn't be
Hi
no death,
everyone,
it would
it
be
is
no
Namika
staying
Shannon.
late
Welcome
at my
back to
house.
my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something really different, and I hope you guys really like it. So I'm going to be showing you guys how to do a fill-in, because I'm like kind of sort of really good at nails, because I went to cosmetology school for it when I was in high school. So I just want to share this talent that I have with y'all, and hopefully it will save y'all some money. So before we start this video, I'm going to get into the things that you will need to do your own fill-in at home. So y'all, the first and most important thing that you will need is acrylic powder, which is also known as monomer, right? I think it is. You'll need acrylic liquid. I forgot the names of these. And you also need your brush. You need nail glue. I like to use Kiss. You'll need some primer, a glass container to hold the acrylic liquid in, which is this thing. It's a really harsh chemical, so if you put it in plastic, it's just gonna melt it. So make sure you have like a glass container. You'll also need this, which is like a cuticle trimmer, and it also pushes back the cuticles. You need some acetone, and acetone is good for like cleaning your brush. It's not really good for your brush bristles, but I like to use it just because it's faster and it works a lot better. And you'll also need a duster. It's not necessarily needed, but you know, it would help if you have one. And you'll also need a mask, which the liquid is really strong, so you might need this. So yeah, but if you don't have one, it's fine. And also I would recommend, like, if you have kids, don't do it while they're in the house or room, because the odor is really strong, not unless you have like odorless acrylic, which is good. And last but not least, you'll need a filer and a buffer. So the first step is to push your cuticles back and then cut them off. Some people like to wait to drill their cuticles off, but I don't like to use my drill because I'm not that good at using it. So I just use my cuticle cutter to do the job. So you guys, the next step to a fill-in is to file the part of your nail that is not close to your cuticle, or the part of the acrylic that's not close. The part of the acrylic that is not close to your cuticle. So as you can see, this part right here, this is where the nail has already grown, if you can see what I'm talking about. And you have this part, which is your real nail, that is kind of like not in the relationship. So yeah, it's gonna be better once I do it and once I explain it, or actually show you what I'm doing. So you want to file this part, the part from your cuticles to the acrylic, and you want to make sure that you blend it with your natural nail by filing it and trying to make it to the point where you can't feel the acrylic, if that makes sense. So this is a part that is like blended. as you guys can see, I have blended my natural nail along with the acrylic. So I'm not sure if you guys can tell at this point that it's blended, but usually it just looks like you can't really tell the difference, or you can't really feel the difference if you put your hand up and down in comparison to if you haven't blended it. The next step is to use the primer. Now, as you can see, I am going to be getting my powder and my liquid ready. And when you're doing the powder and the liquid, you don't want to get too much liquid or too much powder. Maybe I'll do a video explaining how exactly to make sure you have the right amount of liquid and the right amount of powder. Sorry, it's kind of blurry. So now I'm going to show you guys how I apply this. Sorry, I kind of showed you guys the nail that was already done, but I'll be doing a new nail in the next clip. So you want to make sure you put the liquid in the powder in the middle and then drag it to the left or right, and then drag it down to the edge of your nail. So here we go. You want to make sure you put the acrylic in the middle, dab it to the left or right, and then drag it to the edge of your nail. And if you notice, I didn't put the acrylic right on the cuticles because you don't want to cause it to lift. So what you're going to do is just pat down the acrylic towards the cuticles. And there you go. That's how you do a fill-in. And here I am. I'm actually not done. I'm still trying to cover up the natural nail on the cuticle. And now we're going to be doing the same thing. Now with this one, I kind of did put it a little bit too close to the cuticle, but everything worked out and it was all cool. So yeah, just put it in the middle, dab it to the left or right, and then drag it to the edge of your nail. Put that way too close to the cuticles. But everything ended up working out fine, so it wasn't like a big deal. And here I am just showing you the finished product for those 4 nails. And now we're going to be moving on to the thumb. So it's kind of like the same technique. You put it in the middle, dab it to the left or the right, and drag it to the edge of your nail, and then pat down the acrylic towards your cuticle. Try not to put the acrylic at your cuticle, because then you'll have like issues with lifting, which is something that I usually struggle with, but I'm getting better. And I ended up not doing talking during the video because I realized it was just so difficult to focus on my nails and do the video and talk. So that's why I had to do a voiceover. And when you're filing, you want to make sure you file the edge of the nails as I'm showing you in this video, and then you want to file the tip of the nails. So you want to file the 2 sides and then file the edge of the nail. Depending on what type of shape you want, like if you want a square shape, that's the technique you would want to follow. But if you want a different shape, I would have to show you that in a different video, because I feel like when you explain stuff, it's a little bit better. Like when you actually show people how to do it, it's so much easier. So now you guys, I'm filing on top of the nail to make sure that my work was smooth and to make sure that it was, you know, flat and the acrylic was perfect, which is something that is not really easy or hard to do. You just have to make sure that you know what you're doing. It takes practice, and in this part of the video I'm like buffing the nails just to make sure that it's extremely smooth and just, you know, perfect. So here I am showing you guys somewhat of the finished look. We're almost done, but we're not there yet, so yeah. Okay, so this is like a secret. I use oil sheen after I'm done with my nails because they just look so cute. Like they really look cute.
Are you done?
When you put oil sheen. I know you can use regular olive oil or any type of oil, but I just choose to use oil sheen just because I've been using it since I've been in cosmetology school. So that's what I'm kind of used to. And in this part of the video, I wash my hands and this is how they look. So what I'm gonna do now is polish my nails, and I'm gonna show you guys just a small clip of how I do my marble designs. So you want to use your dotter, or you can use a pen. So you're gonna go left to right. That's how you'll get the marble effect, and I think it looks really cute. You can even swirl it around, create designs if you want to, just to give it that marble-ish effect. And now I'm just gonna polish the nails, and that'll be it for this video. And that is it, you guys. I did forget to end the video, so I apologize, but thank you for watching this video.
If I could go back to the day we met, I would probably do it all over.